What I'm talking about today is how to make income while focusing on purpose and impact. Okay, the message here today, you guys, is for people that think that everyone but them can do this. I know that I look out into the world, and when I say I look out into the world, really it's not like I don't just stare out my front window, because there's not much of world right there. There's trash cans and the neighbors walking their dogs. It's not a whole lot of world right there. But when I say looking out into the world, what I actually mean is, on social media and where the people are talking and where they're saying things and where things are happening, and I think we follow some, I guess we would call them influencers, but sometimes they're motivational speakers. They're the people that get us going. They're the people that, we see them monetizing their presence and we don't fault them for it. And we're like, hey, that's awesome. I love that they're doing that, I love that they're able to do what they've been called to do, and then also they can spend all of their time doing it because they're making money as well. And I think that we give them grace, and then whenever we turn and we look at ourselves, we don't allow ourselves that same grace. What is that? Right? What is it that we can look out to the people that we love, and we can look at the motivational speakers in the world, and I'm not even going to mention names. There's just so many of them. Just think of the person that you follow, the person that lights you up, right? And then think, you have no problem with them making money. You have no problem with them selling a book. You have no problem with them selling a course. You actually buy it and you love it. So what is the difference? I want you to ask yourself that right now. What literally is the difference? Because what they did at the beginning of their career, or at the beginning of what they're doing today, what they did is they felt and they heard a calling. I guarantee this is the case. It's 90% of the time this is what's going to happen. They felt, they heard a calling to go do a thing. They really wanted to do it. It was bubbling up in their soul to do it. And they were like, shoot, what the heck? I'm going to go do this. And then when they decided they were going to go do a thing, immediately they probably felt some sort of fear, some sort of tinge of I'm not enoughness. They probably felt some sort of tinge of I can't, this isn't for me. Also on the I'm not enoughness, I made a post about the whole you are enough matrix, I think, on my personal Facebook post, or my personal Facebook page today. I suggest going and looking at that. It's my thoughts on the you are enough thing. So what people think immediately whenever they decide that they're going to do a thing, the thing that comes up is our mind starts to go oh my gosh, you can't do that because this, and this. What are people going to think of you? Blah, blah, blah. The same things that you go through, guys, are the same things that other people go through when they start. The people that you love, the people that you follow, the people that set your soul on fire went through exactly the same thing that you go through as well. They just kept going. They saw their ministry, they saw their mission, they saw what they are here to do in the world as more important than the fear in their mind, guys. More important. The people we are here to serve, guys, are more important than our fear. All the livelong day. Worst case scenario, this happens. You get freaked out about standing in your own, what you're here to do. You get freaked out, you get scared, like everybody does. You get freaked out, you get scared, you don't do it. Worst case scenario is this. Let me paint you a picture of worst case scenario. Worst case scenario is that somebody is out there and they're sitting in your worst nightmare that has already happened in your life. They're sitting inside of it right now. Nobody is speaking into their life. They don't know what to do. They don't know where to go. They don't know how to navigate the terrain in front of them. You are planted here for the purpose of helping them out. You got scared and you quit. And so they're still here. Guys, they may never move out of that space. This is our job. And it's cool that we're able to make money while we do it, but we're not making money to be billionaires. We're making money to pay our bills and to, to feel good and can the money scale? Sure, and all of that stuff, but we're not making money to be like wealthy, just like these people that you see in the world that really mishandle it. We're not like that. We're freeing ourselves up from having to work a 40, 60, 80 hour a week job so we can live in mission to these people. Right? That's what we're doing. And I think maybe some of us need to reframe. Maybe some of us need to think, because I think that whenever people are looking at, okay, well, I could serve my people and I can, create these courses, or I can, write this book, and I can do all of these things. But I think that we're framing it like we're doing it for us. And we're not. When we create those things, we're doing it for other people. There's not one thing, not one single program, not one single book, not one single talk that I've given ever that has been about me. And let me do this for me. It is always for you guys. And that's what we need to do, is we need to frame that, because that's the truth. And you will stop. If you feel like you're doing it for you, you will stop, because you'll be like, well, I could do that later. That could be back burner. You need to reframe and realize that if you're not here serving, then your people have no idea how to get out of the funk they're in. And depending on what your mission is and what your ministry is, my gosh, what kind of funk is that? Is that really serious? You guys, this is what we're designed for. It's why we're here. It's about time for us to refocus our energies into something that's eternally satisfying. I'm going to leave it at that. I love you guys. Bye-bye.